It's Tuesday. This is Stanley. We are Market Block Books in Troy, New York, and that means it's time for new titles. So I have a bunch here, and I'm going to ram through them pretty quickly. I hope you take notes. Just replay it. That's all you have to do to it. I have a bunch of kids things, a couple of adult things, and we'll see what you like and what you don't like. I'm going to start out with this one. It's called Shitty Mom. You know, it seems that every book has to have a bad word in the title. You know, go to F to sleep and, stuff my dad says, etc. So this one, however, I've been reading pieces of it. It's really very funny and they're very clever. There's one chapter called How to Sleep Until 9 a.m. Every Weekend, and what she suggests, or they suggest. This is Lily Kilmartin, Karen Moline, Alicia Ibarbo, and Mary Ann Zollner. Let me show you that cover again so you can like freeze it and say, oh, that's what that looks like that Stanley's reading. And she says, Friday and Saturday nights should be like Christmas Eve. Instead of leaving a plate of cookies for Santa, you'll leave a plate of something breakfasty for the kids. Something that won't go bad when it's left out during the hours between your bedtime and their wake time. You gotta love these people. You can also leave it in a small ice chest, put a bow on top, and it'll be like opening a present. Smart. I know a couple of parents who need this book. We'll stick with the stuff for kids. And by the way, I'm sitting in the window. The store is closed for the evening, but people might come by. And so if they come by, we'll just deal with it. The next is called The Kill Order. James Dashner. This is the prequel to The Maze Runner. Yet another of those books with kids fighting for their lives, maybe post-apocalyptic, whatever. The Maze Runner was a lot of fun. So I have this thing about series. I get up to my eyeballs in reading series. I read the first one, and unless I'm really super hooked, that's enough for me. I don't want to read more. I did read all of Harry Potter. I am committed to reading all of Alan Bradley's Flavia de Luce series. But honestly, how many series do we need to have? Apparently, everything. And we have to copy everybody. Speaking of series, Rick Riordan, which is spelled Reardon, but he pronounced it Riordan, has a non-series book called The Demigod's Diaries. It's an addendum for kids who are really into the mythology. And the paperback version of The Throne of Fire is out, in case you're waiting for that, so you couldn't wait and buy the hardcover. Most everybody I know bought the hardcover. And a quick plug for a book that has been very popular over the years and is now a new movie, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. You know, as well as I know, that you can't judge a book by its movie. Forget the movie. The movie is a separate entity. Don't compare apples to oranges. It's the book that you want, not the movie. All right? Somewhere. Oh, here it is. No. Let's go back to stay in fiction world. Ruth Rendell has a new book out called The St. Zita Society. Mystery set in London on this exclusive little street where everybody knows everybody else. And, of course, there's secrets. And there's murder. And it's London. And it's a little too late for the Olympics, but, hey, it's always good to get lost in London. I'm embarrassed to say I have the new Bernard Schlink book out, and I forgot what it's about, except that it's a collection of short stories. And I beg your apologies for that. Sorry. A lot of books to talk about, so I'm going to move on. Meredith has said that this version of the Iliad, translated by Stephen Mitchell, is very accessible, very readable. It's a little bit condensed. Critics have complained about it. Meredith is a classics major in a local college, and she says it's really quite good. So, I'd take her word for it. I have also... Philippa Gregory has a new one out. Again, I've been pressed for time. This has been a crazy day of millions of interruptions. I don't know what it's about. It'll say, spies, poison, curses surround her. It's Philippa Gregory. You know you love her. It's out now, The Kingmaker's Daughter. Here's a... I'm going to throw you out the New Deal, and this is all about Obama's stimulus package. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't keep up with the intricacies. Ooh, watch my stack get bigger. Of the way politics is growing and changing and evolving and laws change. I don't know. So with that in mind, I want to show you this book by Michael Goodwin and Dan E. Burr, and it's called Economics. And it's what we need. We need the economy in picture format because it's too damn hard to figure out by just reading the words. So check it out. This is how our economy works, and I highly recommend it. Now back to kids. I don't know how I didn't do the kids first all together, but this is called the Big Mean Mike. Big Mean Mike, as you can tell, is a real tough dog, has a cool car, and suddenly he's plagued by these cute little fuzzy bunnies that show up in his car, and he's like, you can't be in here, I'm tough, I'm mean, and people are going to see this fuzzy rabbits are going to get the wrong idea, and they just keep multiplying. Literally, rabbits everywhere, and you'll have to see what happens with Big Mean Mike. Goldilocks and Just One Bear, by Leigh Hodgkinson. This is sort of a sweet little reversal of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, where this bear gets lost and ends up in the big city, and well, you have to see what happens. Daniel Pinkwater has a new book out called Bear in Love, and you know you love Daniel Pinkwater with that big bald head and that outrageous way he talks, and he's fun. Will Hillenbrand is the illustrator on this. I'm sorry, I'm going so fast. Another sweet, adorable book about a bear who keeps finding these presents outside his den while he's sleeping in the night. Carrots first, and then some flour and sweet things. It's just a lovely, lovely little story to read. So that's what I've got for you today. Drop me an email or send me a message. Call the store if you want any of these books. We'll set them aside for you. And I appreciate you taking the time and spread the word that this is what I'm going to be doing from now on, is doing videos. Peace. Keep reading.